something here. Jinjo pops the Q. Jarvan actually smites away the Drake there, stolen in the middle of the pit. And now Winter7 going in with a Cyclone down towards the bottom side. Eyliph is going to dash away. Banderas trying to get in as well. But Hawhaw, a beautiful knockback by Hawhaw. And Goldento4st has all the time in the world to open up. But Winter7 still doing the damage. Goldento4st rooted up by FireRain in the middle of them all. Banderas is trying to survive. They get two. And somehow Riddle are coming out on top in the fight. It does also have okay wave clear in the early game, Gragas. Like you can body stand, put your Q down. It doesn't clear the wave early on, but it does, chunk it out quite a lot. And something that LeBlank can struggle with is actually pushing the wave early on because her W doesn't do enough damage. She was buffed on 13.6, I want to say. It was either 13.6 or 13.5, where they gave her Q the Annie treatment, I'd call it. Basically, if you kill a minion with it, you get the mana back. And cooldown is reduced a little bit, I believe, as well. So gives LeBlanc a little bit more, but still not the strongest early game wave pusher. For both these teams, though, an incredibly important game. Both of them sitting at 1 and 2. Riddle, the NLC representatives, the first seed coming out from that region, and they're looking to,
And now is sitting in lane with Riddle having full knowledge of what he's doing.
Yep. Only benefit for Anorthosis Esportsv here is that the wave is pushing in, right? So Jinjo and Kibah might have to step up as these ranged minions will do quite a lot of work and keep that wave pushing forward. Winter7 coming across. Jinjo's going to flash away. Spooky already in the midst of them as iLevi dashes forward, but Spooky just caught unawares. First blood to Riddle. And even with the minions on their side, Anorthosis Esportsv weren't able to find anything way there on that sidebar.
And so far, really impressive jungle pathing and predictions from Winter7. He's had knowledge of where Spooky has been the entire game and always been one step ahead, making sure that his team has cover by him, that there's always a ward available, and that makes it very difficult for Spooky to look for early plays.
Oh, this is nice from Spooky, though. Jinjo has no flash, no exhaust. Spooky just makes him into a ghost. Go join Casper. Forces him back to base. He's at the fountain for the next 10 seconds or so, and a plate goes over to Anorthosis Esportsv.
And that was a little bit of a strange play that we saw there from Riddle. The reason that play was even available was that Kibah and Winter7 both based on Wukong and Braun. For some reason, Aphelios decided to stick around on his own. And now, again, because they didn't base as a team, because they're not coordinated, Braun is the next one sitting alone on the turret, getting caught on his own.
Yeah, it's really weird that they decided to play out this way. In the end, Winter7 is able to get one in response, but...
this is the point they're at now. And sure, they ended up giving Herald, but I don't think they really care, because they are power spiking across the board. Everyone has a mythic except Braun. He's living the support life, has boots and a stopwatch. No gold for him. But as long as they are able to match Spooky and they don't secure a big Herald play, having these two dragons and all the power spikes will make a big difference.
Well, Braun will be pretty happy because he just got a gold infusion, 300x gold into his pockets, as we saw Levi trying to do some fancy feats. So you get the stun off really quickly, and you could see Levi trying to dodge around it, but it couldn't get out in time. And it's just a struggle in the bottom lane for iLevi.
If you were the support, would you have auto-attacked and taken that kill medic?
Yes.
I'm just gonna let you sit in silence for a moment while we're all judging you.
It's fine. You'd take it as a jungler, wouldn't you? Everyone tells me support's OP.
I'm the jungler, that's different.
Everyone tells me support's OP. If support's so OP, I should get the gold so I can be even more OP. Banderas, though, going to struggle because look at this. The support is in the top lane. And this is the issue, Levi can start roaming around the map. Banderas going to try and get out with the all out. They're tanking the tower. Eyliph gets the kill. The Rift held there as well to help out with their charge. They got 4 plates out of this, and they will get first tower to boot. Huge gold infusion.
Going safe way, and what Riddle needs to do now to secure this objective is basically group and play as a unit. LeBlank is going to look to find openings on the side lane, try to, sneak some damage in on the enemy backline. Aphelios just wants to hit whatever is in front of him, but we can see Jarvan below the pit looking for an opening with Eyliph, seeing if they can get onto the Aphelios and shut him down.
Yeah, Spooky and Eyliph looking for something here. Jinjo pops the Q. Jarvan actually smites away the Drake there, stolen in the middle of the pit. And now Winter 7 going in with a Cyclone down towards the bottom side. Eylif's going to dash away. Banderas trying to get in as well. But Hawhaw, a beautiful knockback by Hawhaw. And Goldento4st has all the time in the world to open up. But Winter 7 still doing the damage. Goldento4st rooted up by FireRain in the middle of the mall. Banderas is trying to survive. They get 2. And somehow Riddle are coming out on top in the fight. Eyliph and Hawhaw trying to do what they can. They've already got the Drake for their team. FireRain can look for a little bit more snip from Eyliph, but unable to find his mark onto the LeBlanc, who dodges back, dodges forward. Hawhaw down to 500 HP, flash forward for the change. FireRain using the passive, dodges away. Eyliph can look for a little bit more, but with no needle work, no ultimate to chase. And the LeBlanc gets away. Scott for a second, but Riddle now garnered control of the river. Didn't use a huge amount in terms of ultimates, but did use that teleport, of course, to try and get 5 players strong down towards this. Spooky going in, dashing out. FireRain lands the chains onto Eyliph. Banderas looking for the Q3 knockup, and Tofu strikes just wide. Winter 7 just dashing back into the pit. The relative safety next to a dragon can be scary at times as they do start it up. Riddle. Spooky getting jumped on by FireRain, tries to dash away. Levi looking for a little bit more, and they all dive in, and there's the Cataclysm, there's the kill. FireRain already down, and that's what the main carry really for Riddle has fallen. Eyliph now in a 1v4 off towards the bottom side of the fight. The Infernum coming out with the Moonlight Vigil, but it's Hawhaw once again. The big man finds the body slam, but Banderas is standing in his way. Jinjo trying to get back into this fight as Winter 7's already killed off Hawhaw. Banderas doing a lot of work as well. iLevi, no ultimate on him. Well, no one that he can execute right now as Winter 7 dives onto the backline, but Winter 7 will fall. Jungler down. For both teams, it's mid and jungle fallen. Dragon in the end. Just secured by Riddle. iLevi looking for a little bit more. Does have that ultimate. Death could mark the spot. Forces Banderas away. Ghost now used. FireRain going in, but Gwen is immune. As per usual, another chain coming out. Eyliph with the Ghost trying to get away from this one. FireRain dashing forward, pulled back. TP now as Banderas looks to join the fray. FireRain already taken out by Goldento4st. But Anorthosis Esportsv might be a little bit isolated here. Banderas can walk forward towards them. Hawhaw doing a great job of keeping Banderas away from the rest of his team. Banderas just the thing with the Tofu strikes. He gets one. Cataclysm coming in as well. Moonlight Vigil from the Infernal Trigger. It's going to do a huge amount of work as Winter 7 looks towards that backline. Goldento4st will fall. Winter 7 does it all on the backline, takes 2. And meanwhile, Ksante just doing Ksante things. In the end, Riddle come out with a 5-for-1. Couldn't find it. Skips and slashes away. Kibah pulled back. Bounties now available as there's a 5,000 gold lead on the Chem Soul for Riddle. They did take the Soul as we were watching that last replay. FireRain on a control ward here. Hasn't been spotted yet. Now will be. Baron started by Riddle, and Anorthosis Esportsv will realize this is perhaps their last hope of really finding anything. Hawhaw knocked back with the Tofu strikes, locked up, CC'd in the air once again. And he doesn't have an opportunity to breathe, not an opportunity to move, and not an opportunity to win out this game. A Riddle clean up 3-for-0. Good kill from iLevi, able to get one in response. FireRain dashing forward, Levi pulling him back. Banderas trading off towards the bottom side, dash in. With the killer instinct, iLevi couldn't quite get the final Q. Banderas now going to chase out the Kaisa down towards this bottom side as Banderas.
Oh, Ksante, what a champion.
He's such a champ, man. Everyone complains about Zeri, but this monstrosity continues to walk the rift. Just need Shrek and Donkey and it'll be a perfect team for Riddle. Currently 20 kills to 9 up. 9,000 gold in the lead, and you can see Winter just tanking them for days. Hawhaw caught out once again, pops the stopwatch. Banderas pulled off towards iLevi, but really not too much. Anorthosis Esportsv can do in this situation. Baron buff remains for 1 minute 40 seconds. FireRain pushing in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, the rest of Riddle grouped up towards mid to make sure that these inhibitors begin to fall. Spooky was off on a magical journey somewhere. I'm sure he had a reason for it, but I didn't really see. He was up towards where the Baron pit was. Now he's back. Not really like he could have helped defend these inhibitors. The last stand for Anorthosis Esportsv will be between their Nexus towers.
And keep your eyes on Jinjo. For them to have a chance to win, Jinjo has to be taken down in the Aphelios.
Yeah, but he's got red white.
Yeah, you can see his team just standing around him, covering him, making sure he's safe.
And that's it. You have to feel iLevi trying to do what he can, but he just can't do enough. Goldento4st dashing to the side as well, but Banderas even has a gargoyles to make sure that he will not fall. Riddle, now 2-2 in the group.
And while this was